What is up, dudes? I'm XIKIZOID, and today we're gonna be playing Star-Crossed Lovers again, the Andromeda 6 DLC. We're gonna be doing a full walkthrough once again. This time we're gonna be playing the Daemon route, because one of my subscribers, Mercury, hello there, requested, or they requested actually, that I do the Daemon route this time. And I actually have some good news, guys, for you. The game right now, the DLCs are on sale. It is $7 for the two DLCs, Tea Time with Oppo, and also the Star-Crossed Lovers DLC. And also, if you want to get like a singular DLC, the Star-Crossed Lovers one is for $4 right now instead of 5. So it is a really good deal, I believe, for this type of the game. It's really awesome. I'm really glad that they actually are doing a sale right now. So if you guys want to check that out, I'm gonna leave a link down in the description, or you can go to the itch.io page of the game. So let us start a new game. We're gonna enter our name here. We're gonna be called Ziki once again. Our pronouns are she and her. And we're gonna be Tilari once more, a gentle and intelligent alien race dedicated to their medical studies and nurturing way of life. Okay. So this time we are going to be doing the Daemon route. Last time we did start with the Daemon route, but we actually went off like sideways a little bit and then went down the June route instead. But today we're going to be doing the Daemon route. It's probably going to be like 2 episodes once again. So this was going to be the first one, and then probably going to be a second one later on. So Bash says, I'm telling you, I did it last time. He's talking about the laundry, you know, like last time. And Ayama says, you're lying, I haven't seen you do it in weeks. I stop in my tracks, frozen, having stumbled upon an extremely heated argument between Bash and Ayame in the corridor. Bash's attempt at feigning innocence is failing miserably, and Ayame looks nothing short of pissed at whatever they're squabbling about. After having gotten to know them better over the past week or so, I'm certain the topic of their argument could vary anywhere from someone having left a dirty sock in the floor to one of them having cheated in a mecha fight. So, again, I really love the whole dynamic between the characters, between these two specifically, Ayame and Bash. They're both such like unique characters. I've never seen anybody like them before in any media. So they haven't noticed me yet, and I consider tiptoeing back to my room to keep it that way, but curiosity gets the best of me. Bash says, then maybe you should get your eyes checked, huh? that doesn't sit well with Ayame though. She says, maybe you should shut that fat mouth and quit lying. Ayame pushes against Bash's chest, and by the twitch of his lips I can see he's holding back a grin. Somehow that only angers Aya further. Bash looks down at her, towering above the tiny Kitalphon, and I step in between them before she has the chance to murder him where he stands. Whoa, what's going on? Aya turns on me, the silvery ends of her hair whipping around her face as she does so. It's Bash's turn to do the laundry, and he's trying to palm it onto me again. And I'm telling you, little squirt, I did it last time. Ask Daemon, he saw me. Speaking of Daemon, we're doing the Daemon route, guys, remember? So this time we're gonna romance Daemon a little bit, or actually a lot. So she scoffs at him and folds her arms over her chest, the sound dark and deliberate. Yeah, right, as if I would trust anything that comes out of his mouth, talking about Daemon here. Trust issues much, Bash says. Have you even met Daemon? Well, Okay, stop talking, Winnajin. I step between the two of them to break it up, one hand on Bash's chest and the other on Ayame's shoulder to keep them from tearing each other apart. It seems harmless enough for now, but I'm worried things could escalate quickly where these two are involved. Why don't you just, I don't know, flip a coin or something? And Bash thinks for a moment and pats down his pockets, coming up empty, and Aya just shrugs. Letting out a defeated sigh, I try something else. Rock, paper, scissors then. I like the way you think, kid. Bash turns back to Aya, the tilt of his lips nothing short of cocky. Rock, lizard, robot? You're the only one who thinks that's a real thing. We're doing classic. Fine with me. Ready to lose, Pocket Rocket? Bring it on, Tin Man. Okay, I'm really excited about these two characters specifically. I love seeing them interact like this way. It's so like light-hearted and so like fun. I think that's really fun. It really brings like even more dimension to the entire game, to the main game and to the DLCs. It just looks so good. And I smile to myself, feeling a little smug at having come up with an amicable solution, and I head back to my room to relax. Later that day, a shriek wakes me from the nap I had been taking, followed by the sound of heavy footsteps going past my door. I bolt upright, listening hard to the noises appear as fast as they came, and my heart pounds in my chest, wondering what the hell is going on. When I hit the button to slide open the door of my room with a trembling hand, I peek my head into the corridor, glancing around. There's nobody here to find, nothing there. Letting the door shut behind me, I tiptoe through the corridors, ears stained for the smallest sound, the voice, or anything. A feeling of dread worms its way through my stomach. Something could have happened while I was sleeping. Something bad. It's only when I get closer to the docks that I stop pausing by the door to hear better. Voices are coming from the deck below me, so muffled that I can barely hear them, but they're there nonetheless. I descend the stairs slowly, carefully, trying my best not to give my presence away. Okay, and Calderon says, whoever's responsible for this is going to have hell to pay. Let's just take a breath, look at the facts, June says, and Rayona chimes in with, June's right, instead of jumping to accusations, let's handle this logically. Or I could just bleed it out of him. Daemon? Alright, fine, don't need to give me that look, dog, the knives are already away. I don't care how, but we're settling this now. Recognizing the voices, I creep down the steps a little more, at last seeing the crew gathered in a sort of circle within the large space below. There's no one else there, no threat, no danger, nothing except the crew of the Andromeda Six themselves. Relief floods my lungs, releasing the breath I hadn't realized I had been holding. The hangar doors are open, giving a view of Alpo's junkyard behind them all, and the mid-afternoon sun hanging overhead. And then I notice, finally, what seems to be the cause of the crew's distress. Their uniforms are all pink. From magenta to rose, raspberry to blush, the crew's uniforms have all turned into a palette of various alarming shades of pink. I cannot hold back the bubble of laughter that escapes me, and when they finally notice my presence, the captain is the first one to scowl. Nice to see someone finds this funny. Oh, come on, you all look so pretty. Descending the stairs, I come to a stop in front of them, arms folded over my chest. Daemon, I may need to borrow that knife after all. I knew you would come to your senses eventually. And what a coincidence, I got two on me right now. Wanna take turns or should we flank 'em? Whichever causes the most pain. Oh no. And June and Rayona are very distraught at this. How about we return to the problem at hand? I agree, you wouldn't find me cleaning up the mess you two leave behind. Again. Settle down, you two. The captain and second in command narrow their eyes at the level-headed pair, but surprisingly settle down from their plans to resort to violence. And then Bash is over here. Alright. Look, we can settle this like civilized people. Yeah, peeps, let's do it. And Bash steps forward, shielding me from the captain's glacial gaze, as well as Daemon's undecipherable one. I raise an eyebrow when he steps behind Rayona, and it takes me more than a moment to catch on to his plan when he suddenly points a finger at Aya and yells. It was her! Liar! Rayona shrieks as she becomes the human shield between Aya and Bash, save just in time for Aya's pounce as Calderon grabs the Kitalphon around the waist and drags her back, ignoring her kiss of fury. Bash lets out a sigh of relief, one that lasts all of 3 seconds before Rayona is on him instead, her long fingers locked— oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone, guys, I'm very sorry about that. Her long fingers locked around his bionic wrist. Sebastian, tell me the truth right now. I'm telling you right, the knives are the way to go. At Daemon's snarky input, Rayona and Calderon exchange a look, and the wave of amusement washes over me at the sight of them trying to rein in a bunch of badly misbehaved children. Well, there's no way in hell I'm going to be seen out there wearing this. I don't know, Cal, I think it kind of suits you. Keep calling me that, Daemon, and I'll make you regret it, so he doesn't like to be called Cal, even though Daemon constantly calls him Cal. Promise, Daemon says. One of these days you two are finally going to get into an actual fist fight over one of these childish arguments, and I really don't want to get involved in your nonsense. Both of you to assume your involvement is needed, Daemon says. Cannot deny the thought of Daemon laying down a fair fight is slim to none. All is fair in love and war. Calderon glowers at Daemon with murder in his eyes, and June lets out a long sigh. That is why I would be forced to intervene. Now that would be fair. I love them. I love their dynamics so much. And Rayona says, okay, stop. There should be some spare uniforms in the hold. And as for these... She gestures to her dress in the pink ombre color that stains it. There's a dry cleaners in the city. All we need to do is take them there and problem solved. Obviously, Aya should go, you know, since she's the one who caused the problem in the first place. Sebastian, I swear by all the gods, if you say that one more time, I'm gonna let you build that water tank just so I can freaking drown you in it. You know what? I agree with Ayame. We've heard enough from you already. Bash slams the can against his chest in an exaggerated display of offense. And then, well, someone has to go. Any volunteers? Who would volunteer to do that? Sounds like you want the honor, Daemon. Gotta pass on that. It's my day off and the one you so graciously gave me, remember? The scowl on the captain's face grows even deeper, regret practically dripping from him. Okay, and I'm gonna maybe volunteer. I'm gonna volunteer. I might as well get it over with. I cannot see any of them willingly giving up their free time to work on something as futile as laundry. It is not like I have anything better to do, and I did agree on pulling my own weight around here. That is true. We did like make a pact with Calderon and everyone that we're gonna like pull our own weight and basically do something around the ship just so we're not like staying there useless and all. And Ziki, that's us. So we say, I'll go. I'd like to see more of the city. This will be a good opportunity. The relief that flows through the rest of the crew is almost palpable at my response. Even Daemon, who has mumbled something achingly similar to obviously under his breath, as I spoke up, seems relieved. Someone stepped forward. That makes it easier. You're not going on your own, though. Here we go. Aya mutters under her breath to the side, trying to make herself even smaller at that. Someone needs to go with you. I'll give you the choice as to who. And we're gonna pick Daemon because we're going down the Daemon route today, just like as requested by Mercury. Thank you so much for the request. I really do appreciate your comments and all of your support that you give me. So let us just pick Daemon. My eyes fall on the now pink in pink second in command, and a realization dawns on him like a bucket of ice cold water. Are you kidding me? It's my day off. That settles it then. Get changed and get it over with soon, and make sure not a speck of pink is left on my outfit. Oh, come on, is that an order? I'm certain Calderon is about to snap and tell him it is, but instead I've met with a silence so deep it is possible to hear something dripping between the pipes on the docks when the captain turns to glare at his second in command, a look I couldn't begin to understand in his eyes. It is, but not for what you think. And Bash, get this damn leak fixed already. Bash is a little bit of a slacker, I'm guessing, so... Not waiting for Bash's mumbled response, the captain turns to leave the docks, already undoing the buttons of his pink jacket. As I turn to look back at Daemon, the rustling sound of the rest of the crew as they make haste after the captain echoes in the room. Guess I don't really have a choice. But he said... Wait here. But... my interruption goes unnoticed. Daemon quick on his feet to head towards the hold, and I'm left on my own, leaning against a stack of crates where I drum my fingers as I wait and wonder what the exchange had been about. Time passes, seconds turning into minutes, and I grow more and more impatient. There's only so long that the stark metal walls of the ship can hold my interest. I am not certain how much time has passed exactly, but eventually it seems like more than what is needed for a simple outfit change. Okay, and then here we're gonna have the option to either barge in on Daemon or like knock and see him like half undressed or half dressed. So we're gonna pick the second option, I believe, because we already saw the option in like the first episode, which I'm gonna leave a link to as well. But we already saw the option to like barge in on him while he's like naked, so we're gonna we're gonna pick the other option now. And pushing myself up the crates, I carve a way through the docks towards where I last saw Daemon, checking every door on the way before coming to a stop in front of the small door located on the far wall. I knock but receive no answer, same as every other room in the hold. Maybe he isn't even in here. We're gonna knock harder. And with a deep sigh, I knock harder against the door. Daemon, I know you're in there. I cannot hear anything inside, and maybe that's exactly why I know he's in there. I'm not about to let him sneak his way out of this chore. After knocking relentlessly for a couple of more moments, a string of curses comes from behind the door. Fine, come in already. With a smile toying on my lips, I push the button on the panel next to the door, waiting for it to slide open before talking again. And we're seeing him like again half naked, with only his like undershirt or like under t-shirt, whatever they call it. I'm not going to let you dump this on me, you know. My voice fades away with a breath as my eyes catch the thin strip of skin showing on his lower abdomen as he apparently finishes putting on his shirt. Oh my god. Thankfully he doesn't seem to notice, merely rolling his eyes at me and adjusting the chain around his neck as he glares at me with less intensity than I expected. I am well aware, not like dear old Cal would let me sneak my way out of this one after you so preciously volunteered to do it. And drag my A along, might I add. It is my turn to glare, even though I'm well aware of the effort I'm making to keep my eyes from roaming where they're not supposed to. He has like a really nice physique, I'm not gonna lie, dude, obviously. And this is the first time I'm seeing Daemon without his jacket on, and who would have thought, who would have known he was actually fit? I'm just glad that I didn't barge into the room before insisting by the door. Odds are I would have walked right in here while he was changing, which we did do last time. He was like fully naked from the waist up. So, what is it, time for another strip search already? A furious heat crawls its way up to my cheeks when I realized he noticed my shock. Why did I have to pick him? No, I'm gonna tell him to shut up and then flirt with him. So let's just flirt with him. Shut up, there was never any strip search to begin with. Daemon chuckles darkly as he slips on his jacket, his gaze running up and down my body. Okay, and he's all dressed up now. And Daemon says, "Is that disappointment I hear in your voice, Ziki? Pretty sure we have the time to fix that, not like the laundry is going anywhere for the next couple of hours. I promise I'll search you thoroughly." Oh my god! Okay. And then my mouth pops open and an audible gasp comes out. This is, he is, infuriating. No point in thinking I'm infuriating, you were on the one drooling all over me. I absolutely hate this man. Oh well, the clock is ticking, gotta move on before I change my mind. Change your mind about what? Now, wouldn't you like to know? And again, I remember that Daemon, like, in the main game, very early on in the main game, he had, like, he shared with us that he has this ability to like pretty much read everybody's mind, even though he's human, you know, he doesn't have any like superpowers, but he really can basically read your mind. So that's a really like nice feature to Daemon. And tapping on my cheek twice as he walks by, it takes everything in me to avoid getting sucked in by the warmth of his minty breath as I jog to catch up to him. Yeah, he is like very like attractive but also kind of edgy. That's sort of why like in the beginning I was kind of put off by him in like the very beginning of the game, of the main game. But like I'm kind of getting like warmed up to him a little bit, like actually quite a lot, because he's seems to have like a softer side to him, I believe. And the fact that he loves animals, it's really cute, and you know, it speaks loads of like a lot of it speaks volumes about him, you know. So I'm almost forced to run to keep up with Daemon's swift steps as we make our way down to the docks. Is the dry cleaners far? Of course you accepted to go without even knowing where it was. It is not that far, just a bit beyond Oppo's club. Come to think of it, I think I'll stop there and wait for you to come back with the laundry. I'm tired. You're only tired because you were out all night. And how would you know that? You've got bags under your eyes. So do you, and I'm not accusing you of partying all night. I give him a light shove as we enter the docks, earning a half-hearted groan from him. The docks are much more crowded than when I first came in here. It seems Oppo's crew has already loaded some boxes in here. I cannot help but wonder what they are: food, medicine, spare parts, or weapons. Living like a mercenary still sounds so foreign to me. Daemon loads his dirty laundry in the bag with the others, closing the pack with a quick and incredibly complicated knot before picking it up and throwing it at me. What the? The bag is heavy. Everyone's clothes are in there. Does he expect me to do all the heavy lifting? What, you're forcing me to go with you and you expect me to carry it too? I'm gonna be a little bit more cheeky today, and I'm gonna say I'm not carrying this on my own. As if. Daemon, I'm gonna need some help with this. What, too heavy for you, little princess? I'm not. Fine. Will you please help me carry this thing? When you ask me this nicely, I almost feel bad for making you believe I would have you carry that thing on your own. Almost. Shrugging, Daemon walks up and picks up the whole pack, hoisting it over his shoulders with unexpected ease. It's pretty heavy, let me help you out. You would only slow me down. Come on, we're losing daylight in a day off. My day off. As we leave the ship together and make our way into the main hub of Nose Vega, I'm not sure what surprises me the most. The Daemon has a day off, or that what he does something on it. Oh, that he does something on it. Okay. So yeah, I'm not Cal, you know. I actually have hobbies, and I'm not supposed to say that word. I don't think so. And stuff to do on my free time. Like what? None of your business. Pretty sure you just nap all day and tend to your blades. I don't get a response, and that smirk of his only makes me more curious, which is upsetting, you know, so given how unlikely it is that I'll find out anything else today or anytime soon. The city is awfully packed compared to the last time I was here. Street vendors, food carts, and dozens upon dozens of people take up the streets, making it hard to walk more than a few inches apart from Daemon, so we're very close to him. and dried flower petals lay scattered over the sidewalks, giving off a subtle floral scent that manages to slightly overpower the dry air. What's going on around here? Daemon lets out a string of curses under his breath, rubbing a hand over his face as he seems to realize something. And I wonder what he's gonna realize. I think we're gonna have to end this episode here. Just to, I want to keep these episodes a little bit shorter and more compact so you guys can watch it on your free time. So we're gonna end this episode here. Thank you once again to Mercury. I really appreciate all of your support and your comments and the suggestion, obviously, to play with the Daemon route this time. So I'm gonna finish this episode tomorrow, and I'm gonna post it probably tomorrow around the same time. So stay tuned for that. And please subscribe if you want to see more Andromeda 6 content. Maybe do some other Andromeda 6 videos as a surprise. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. What is up, dudes? Oh my god. Okay.